AI is coming, folks, and some of it I think is actually going to be okay. I've been using AI quite a bit lately, just to create a lot of images for myself. And I think we definitely get to that point, don't we, where some of it is a bit tired looking. We can generally identify certain ChatGPT images at the moment when people just use the same kind of prompts or software or whatever. And I needed some stuff for a new product that I've just developed. And I'm no designer. I am very, very bad at that stuff. The best Canva templates in the world ain't going to help me, really. But I put some stuff together over maybe a couple of weeks, and I'm really happy with it. There's none of the original errors where we would always get like people's missing hands or feet, or 100 digits instead of whatever. And some of it's quite fun, some of it's quite unique and different. I quite like it, and all the stuff they put together for me has been really good. And I don't think I think I made like a couple of changes where I didn't like certain things, but over about 10 or 20 images over a few weeks, like, that's not bad going, is it? So I'm just really happy. I just get it to put together an infographic in my brand colours that's going to be helpful for my guide. And I think that's really good. So for me, that's a really good thing about AI. I was hearing something the other day where someone had kind of said, AI will open up a lot more opportunities for people. There's a lot less barrier to entry. And I think that's true for me. I'm a solo business owner. Yes, I have other people that I work with, other freelancers, other contractors on occasion, but generally it's just me, and it's me trying to do everything. Like, for instance, I've spent like a few months creating this product. I've got a new policy kit that's coming out. I'm working with a bespoke set of businesses whilst it's in like a beta testing phase until I make it available for general release. And there will be changes to come for sure. It's the first paid product I've done, and that's me not just having services but obviously having other products people can use as well. And it's something that I've created because I know that it's a bottleneck in most businesses. I've been in this job for like 15 years. I was in sales for 10 years before that, and it's something that I think fulfills a need. But I'm one person and I've not been able to really put a lot of time into it because I've got clients to work with as well. So I've made the decision to work solidly on the product, get it ready, make it as perfect as I think it can be, and then it's promoted and then it goes out to market. Because one person, I can't do the sales, the marketing, the finance, the HR, all the other things that I need to do to coordinate myself. A few months ago I stopped going to like the office space that I use here, and I've just been working at home, and it's just been a lot lighter on my brain, on my body, on everything. Like, working solo, working independently, freelance, nomading, whatever you want to call it, being self-employed is no walk in the park. And sometimes I think you have to just do one thing at a time, and that's what I'm doing now. Made the product, happy with it, going out to market. I'm gonna flog it, promote it, do everything I can to make people aware of it, to make sales, and then I'll move on to the next thing and the next thing. Because I think having clients trying to promote a business, and people like to use all these cliche phrases like, oh, well, I've got to work on the business, not in the business. Most people haven't got that luxury, unfortunately, whereby we can hire people, where we can do stuff. I have people who work in different fields who I know and say, oh yeah, I know you do everything yourself. Yeah, I do everything myself because I have to, because I don't have the funds to pay you 10 grand to do something, or pay you this for the website or whatever, because that isn't people's reality. If you're not going for private equity money and funding, then you have to do everything yourself, and you have to learn the hard way, and that's just life. And I think where AI is concerned, yeah, we've got a flood of people. We've got hundreds of people with AI software in the proposal industry that I work in that I'm not a fan of, quite frankly. I think it has its use. Sure, there are some that will be better than others, but the majority of them, they want 25 grand a year, 2-year contract sign up. You know, I've tried to get them all the time, trying to hire me so that I can then sell their stuff to people I know. And like, I'm not interested. I don't believe in it. You're trying to make shortcuts to something that is actually quite complicated. Working on proposals and bids is multi-level. There's about 20 or 30 decisions happening at any one time in terms of how we write, how we think, what we're looking for, what the prospect is doing, what the information we have is. And putting all that together in a time sensitive manner is no walk in the park. So it takes skill, and that's what the majority of us have got after 20 odd years of doing this, and that's why we're winning these big contracts. That's the point, isn't it? So I'm just trying to work with other businesses or other bid managers who are in my situation, or a situation I've been in previously, say, where they haven't got those resources, where they haven't got that information, where they haven't got that support. And I think AI helps to a point. Like I say, I'm not a believer in the proposal software particularly, but I think there are many good things about it for idea generation, for having a second opinion. As a business owner, the AI software I'm using is private, but I'm there going, oh, what do you think about this? Shall I change this? Shall I do that? So it's like having a business partner or someone near you where you can actually go, oh, well, can you give me a constructive criticism of this, for example? So I think there's two ways to it. I think there will be more businesses and more money made through AI in some respects, but I think in other areas then it's going to be a negative. I see it a lot where business proposals are concerned, where the buyer are saying to you, has any of this been AI generated? And you see it on other sites as well, where they want to know that it's not just a load of trash. Same with YouTube. They put a big mark through that, didn't they? Where everyone's just doing clipping videos and stuff like that, and now they're saying that's not getting monetized. Obviously, because you can just flood the market with something. It doesn't mean it's any good. So I'm looking forward to AI. I'm using it a lot more at the moment. I use it intermittently, but it's also a good thing, I think.